Happy Friday. We are going to be looking at some coins and talking about their names as well as their values today. I'm going to be starting with the coin that has the least value. It's brown. It's worth 1 cent. If you know it, say it. And if you said penny, you are correct. It is the only coin that's kind of brownish or copper in color. You got President Abraham Lincoln on the front. And on the flip side, you have the Lincoln Memorial. That's found in Washington, D.C. And if you're able to find one of these that has been pressed recently and hasn't been circulated too much, you can actually see the statue of Abraham Lincoln inside the memorial, which is kind of cool. If your parents have a penny that looks like this, take a peek. See if you can see the statue of Abraham Lincoln inside of the memorial. The way we're going to spell penny, again, if you know it, say it. I'll give you a second. Penny. You've got your P at the beginning, a short E, 2 N's, and then Y, when you have more than one syllable, is going to make the sound of a long E on the end. So you have P-E, penny. And the way you're going to write the value is either 1 cent or $.01. The next coin I would like to look at is the one that's the smallest in size. It's not the smallest value, but it's the smallest in size. It's silver. It's got President Roosevelt on it. If you know it, say it. And if you said dime, then you are correct. Here's what the head side looks like. And if you know how to spell dime, I'll give you a second to spell it either to yourself or out loud to someone. You can write it. You're going to start with the letter D, I, M. And right now this just says dim. We want to get the sound of a long I. So how do we get the sound of a long I? We put a silent E on the end. Now it says dime. The value of the dime is 10 cents. So you can write that either 10 cents or $.10. And it's super easy to mix up the 0 and the 1 and the 0. This is called the tenths place, and this is called the hundredths place. And if you're in first grade, you don't have to know that. It's perfectly fine to write 1 and then the C with a vertical line through it. But just for your information, this is the tenths place, this is the hundredths place, and this is worth 1 cent, and that is worth 10 cents. The next coin we're going to look at has Thomas Jefferson on the head side. It is worth 5 cents. It's silver. And if you said nickel, then you are correct. A nickel looks like this. And on the flip side, again, it's going to tell you the value right on there. It says 5 cents right there. If you know how to spell nickel, I'll give you a second to kind of spell that. We're going to have an N, short I, C-K, E-L. So we have nickel. And the way we're going to write 5 cents is either the 5 followed by the cent symbol or $.05. Again, that's your tenths place, and that's your hundredths place. The last coin we are going to look at today is worth 25 cents. George Washington is on the head side. It is silver in color. If you know it, say it. And if you said quarter, then you are correct. That's what the front looks like, and many quarters have an eagle on the back. It says $quarter. but not all quarters have an eagle on the back. Every state has its own quarter. One that I happen to have handy, if you flip this one over, it's the state of Vermont. And Vermont is very famous for its maple syrup. And so the image shows a person making maple syrup. And every state has its own quarter with its own image on the back. So if you ever get a coin and you're not quite sure what you're looking at, take a look at the head side. And if it is a quarter, it'll say so right on it. That's how you spell quarter. Quarter. So let me go ahead and write that out. And as I mentioned, the value of a quarter is going to be 25 cents. It can also be written $.25. And I think that's good for today. If you want to practice counting coins over the weekend, that's definitely something you could practice with your mom, with your dad, with any grown-up at home. We will count some coins together on Monday. But I just wanted to review first, what are the coins, what are the values, and how do you write those values? So I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I look forward to chatting with you again on Monday. Bye for now.